I'll tell you what is a priority. Side quests.
Buy more gels and life bottles. I thought. Yeah.
Ooh. I don't really buy orange gels.
Okay, then buy the apple gels and definitely life bottles.
Holy shit, we can't even afford all of them. Okay, we're gonna start throwing away some old black.
Steal some of the. Sell some of the food that we don't use. No.
That's also good.
Actually, it's not.
Oh god,
it's
they're
not
not
even
worth it.
Never mind.
Okay.
Yo, that harpy edge. Sell it.
Harpy edge.
I don't know where it went.
That's a wind weapon though.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I thought. Oh, okay.
He wants to keep one of everything. Is there really nothing on the other places either?
No, that's it.
For the fight.
You better sell that other poison ward.
Those wards are cheap though.
We'll be able to buy more later. It's not like you can't buy them. No, just one. That'll buy you 2 more life bottles.
How you doing on battery, Oscar?
What do you mean?
Your phone.
It's kind of bad.
Yeah.
Why? It's not. I'm not charging it though. Why?
You have an Android charger? Oh, yeah, of course you do. Of course.
Shit.
You want to put it over here? You want to put it over there? You have to take out the 3DS charger.
This is done.
Damn it.
Whatever, man. We have resurrection.
Gatsby's poor now.
Gatsby.
He can
Jay
only be
Gats.
James Gats is poor.
What kind of is Gats?
I don't know, man.
He has a lot
poor.
of
Get
gas.
some fool. Get.
Well, he did get shot.
Spoilers.
So?
Spoiler wasn't his name. Is that what you trying to say?
Yeah, yo, Jay Gats? Get Gat.
Get it, son.
Got gats.
Oh, fuck this, man.
Yo, get out of here. Just expand the rest. It doesn't matter. No, not that. I meant expand the weapon and the... Dude, you better use all the material you can now.
We already
all I'm
did.
gonna say. I don't care. Wait.
We already used all 3.
Did you use all the...
Oh, not for the armor though. Not
Thank-
for the beast.
Yeah, just do it. Look at all that shit.
Might as well, I
2,
think
3,
you should
4,
do that.
5, 6, 7 for just armor, right? What about the accessory shop?
Eh.
Oh,
I gotta say, man, the accessory shot kind of just falls flat. But it's gonna be 1 or 2 good things later, though. Oh, there's a lot of broken fangs.
How high of a level are we gonna get? Or,
amazing shit we can't afford.
yay!
Let's go look at it though.
One day
No,
we
I don't
will-
want to look at
No,
it, man.
don't do that.
I feel like shit.
One day we will afford it though. And then we won't have to donate stuff. On that day.
That day is not today.
That's the idea, at least here. When we come the next time with more money, we can buy. Yo, get out of here. Put one back of the rotten bone.
Oh, whoops, I didn't see.
Who knows? Maybe someone wants a rotten bone.
Ew. Alright. Leave it. We're out.
And that's it for now.
And that, as I say, is done. Alright, finally, we can play the game.
No, we got finally can play some side quests.
Oh shit, you're right. Tales of side quest.
Tell the side quest.
Welcome back to Tales of Side
Do we even have
Quests.
enough money to rest?
I'm weary.
Oh my god! Oh! Yo, go on and fight.
We gotta fight.
Alright, we'll be back, everyone.
Can you sell some old armor?
Ah, but
What?
Titles, grade, and
Grade, item book.
yeah.
Fuck.
What I don't know.
We're going to
I
the
guess
last
we
place that
should.
we were at.
Yeah.
And we're gonna fight some things.
Let's find that stone thing. Yeah. He's dodging us last time.
Yo, you dodging us.
So, Oscar's your choice.
What was the other thing? I wasn't paying attention.
Sustain charge and some bonuses.
Sustain charge?
That's if like you whiff, you keep your charge.
That almost never happens. So-
Okay.
Yeah, 100% accuracy, aim of Oscar.
And what
Well,
else?
we're gonna see it right now.
Yeah, that.
You see the way Mila freezes those enemies in their tracks? I guess she really is into
Oh, is that what the technique is called?
Aw, I thought I'd get more of a rise out of you than that.
I'm just tired of your lies and innuendos. Just give it up already.
Oh, and now I'm the one being tied down by your sadistic decree. Sorry, Jude. I'm not that into bondage.
But it is true that some people can only experience true intimacy when...
The conversation takes a surprising turn. Are you speaking from personal experience?
No, I read it in a book. It was called Men and Women.
What sort of books are you reading?
There was a similar comment in The Aesthetics of Being the Catcher as well.
That one's probably about something.
Oh?
Well, I wouldn't.
Sounds like Mila's more into total freedom than tying anyone.
Those guys were getting bombed. Didn't even matter.
Yeah.
Well, that was it. I have to email him the lesson plan creator. That's all.
All right, we have 6,000 now.
No, not right now. Actually,
We have 6,000 money.
we do.
I think that'll
All
be.
right, we're back, guys.
I think that'll be okay.
wait a
At least we
minute.
can enter the
Do
inn.
you have scanner?
Yeah.
I would. Would it be okay if scan this actually? So I can send it to
All right,
him.
we'll be back, guys.
Sorry. I didn't know he was gonna ask for that. So in like
Wait, what are you doing? Whatever. Go ahead, progress.
so in like 30 minutes, I'll email it to him. I told him I wasn't able to at the moment because I didn't want to like prolong the conversation.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Rest here. Finally, I can afford to sleep.
Yo, man. All right. So, what do you think's gonna happen, Lenny?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing happened.
Wait, what?
Nothing
I
happened.
rested and fucking.
We're supposed to go to the Wyverns.
No,
Okay.
but Alvin said he wanted to rest.
Wait,
Yeah,
there's
I'm-
someone here.
What a fucking derp.
Damn.
Oh, hello, Jude. Good to see you again. Hi, I'm Karla Outway.
I'm Leia Rolando.
Hey, I recognize you. I've seen you here in the city before, haven't I?
Name's Alvin. I do get around. It's possible you've seen me before. What about yourself? You must be from out of town if you're staying at the inn.
That's right. I'm from Canbelar. I haven't been home in a long time, though.
Oh, we've been there. Not the most pleasant of trips.
I'm sorry to hear that. Were you able to meet
Oh,
with
she's
King
the
Gaius?
sister of the king, right?
We did. He's a stern
What?
man, but clearly very dedicated to his people.
She's a sister.
In a way, he was kind of amazing.
Oh yeah.
Kind of
I think so.
amazing, yeah, but super scary. Why can't he just be nice to people?
King Gaius didn't always used to be that way. Do you know about the Battle of Fezabel?
Well,
It was a battle fought on the Fezabel Outback 20 years ago between Rashagal and Ajul. The battle only ended due to a giant tsunami. No one's sure why it appeared when it did. It ended up causing dramatic changes to the region's spirit climb. That's how it became Fezabel Marsh, with all its twisted marsh flows.
oh, right. That Battle of Fezabel. Yup, it's all coming back to me.
Wow, you actually remember? I'm kind of shocked.
You don't need to be embarrassed if you don't know. It's never too late to learn.
Oh, Karla, you're so nice. You could learn a lot from her, Jude.
Uh-huh.
During that battle, Gaius led a battalion of Longdao soldiers, even though he was a member of a different tribe himself. At just 20 years old, he led his troops to victory against an entire regiment of the Rashagal army. He was also the first to sense the oncoming arrival of the giant tsunami. He advised the Longdao chief to retreat, but the chief couldn't bring himself to give the order. The tsunami ended up swallowing both armies and wiped out Gaius's entire battalion.
So that's how he became the ornery fellow we all know and love. Gotta hand it to him, though. It is true that most folk want a strong leader to guide them. And he's certainly won the trust of his people.
Gosh, Karla, you really do know all about history.
Well, at least when it comes to King Gaius.
Is there a reason for that?
Your sister,
There
aren't
just
you?
might be. See you later, everyone.
They look alike.
What do you think she meant by that?
Yeah.
I wonder.
You know, I didn't expect him to actually care about his people, to be honest.
Plenty of heat between Karla and
Thanks.
Gaius, huh?
You make it sound so illicit.
So it's his
Poor
decision.
sweet Jews left out in the cold.
Come on. You know that's not why I'm looking for Karla.
Bet she's waiting in Shandu.
You think I don't know
Are we
that?
in Shandu?
Well, I guess that's just begging us to find her again.
A second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the fuck?
Maybe she's not in there.
That'd be a miracle.
I hope you can read PDFs.
Oh, yeah. Your scanner only puts out PDFs?
Yeah, I put JPEGs.
Okay.
But not for him.
He's gonna watch this video.
No, he won't.
He's secretly a person who sits around watching JRPG playthroughs all day.
A ghost trick.
Yo, what?
Are you saying?
I don't get it. What was that? Why'd you say that?
He's the guy who commented.
He's Alfred's best friend.
Best friend.
That guy.
Sockwith.
Cheap trick, whatever.
Where is she? Unless I have to go back in the end.
I thought it would be in the end again, man.
Yeah, maybe you have to go in and out.
I mean, I do.
Woo! Did you guys notice that Mila was just like linking by herself, or was that just me?
I'm doing it. I was doing it.
No, but she was linking to me.
Oh, I don't know why.
I'm guessing maybe the controller does do something. This is that controller.
She linked to me the first time. She linked to me.
Huh?
I unlinked myself, but then like it was not playing, so I might as well link to her. So that's why I did.
Did she link to you by herself?
By herself. Yeah.
She didn't link to me. I feel lonely.
Or maybe the controller was hitting something there.
Who knows?
I don't know, because I had control of myself. So never mind. I don't know.
Where could she be?
Maybe it was. Well, then that means your pad is also messed up. Not just the control stick.
It could be.
Or I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't even begin to imagine why.
Hey, when you're a teacher, where do teachers hang out?
By statues and shit.
Statue? Yeah, I would stand next to a statue. So maybe she'll stand
Look out
next
for looking for those rocks to fall again.
Go to the Warriors.
I think she'll be there.
She could be.
I have my doubts, but okay, we'll give it a shot.
Guys. I'll check what Alice's mother's pick.
What'd you
That
say?
man in black suddenly started speaking some weird language.
That was Longdao, the language of the clan that used to rule Azure.
Do you speak it?
Not really, but I can understand it to some degree.
But what made him abruptly start speaking like that?
It appeared to be some sort of battlefield transformation. A side effect of his booster, perhaps.
Possessed for the Holy Spirit.
Language too? Then you wouldn't be able to talk to anyone. Relax, that won't happen. His booster is totally different from Tipo. And if you did start speaking some weird language, I would totally learn it so we could still talk. Thank you. Are you good with languages, though? Well, that's beside the point.
Let me know.
Let's get on the boat.
Let's get on.
Don't rock the boat, baby.
Don't lock the boat.
Took the boat over.
Oh, who's that?
Who are you?
Who are you supposed to be?
Let me ask a favor of you. A mysterious bee. Don't we have those?
Yes, too many of them.
So you need for some secret medicine? You can have it. It's yours, my friend.
Provided you don't give me rupees.
But father.
This medicine kills a monster instantly.
Yeah, what the hell?
Damn.
Okay, where's my item?
That woman has an exclamation point on her head.
You got item sphere plus again. Something you
Fucking
don't need.
shit!
What we get?
Item sphere
She always
plus.
has exclamation point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be in the tournament, guys.
Can I go up here?
Well, you can, yeah.
Oh, who's that? Oh
Yo,
my
what the
god!
fuck?
I was right, nigga.
Alright, cool.
Oh, let's go save some time.
I'm surprised to see you here. What can I do for you today?
Karla, if you don't mind us asking, What's your relation to King Gaius?
Now, I sure wasn't expecting that.
Come on, I bet it's a great story.
I appreciate your interest, but I get the sense that Jude isn't asking out of idle curiosity.
That's right, trying to action man this
She
shit.
has the eyes too.
Yo.
Around the time of the Battle of Fezabel, I was betrothed to a man from the Longdao tribe. It was an arranged marriage, but nevertheless, we fell in love with each other at first sight. Naturally, my betrothed had to go to war with the rest of his tribe, but he never came back.
Because of the tsunami?
No,
It wasn't Gaius, was it?
my betrothed was one of the Longdao chief's aides. He wanted to make a name for himself before we got married. He must have thought that's what I wanted. So when Gaius told the Longdao chief about the incoming tsunami, my betrothed told the chief that Gaius was out of his mind and swore that a retreat wouldn't be necessary.
And Gaius went after him for that?
The few people who survived the tsunami said that my betrothed was still alive after it had passed, and that Gaius was with him.
I can't believe it.
All I know for sure is that he never came back. They never even found his body. I don't know for sure if Gaius did something to him. When I asked the king about it, he refused to answer. After the battle, my father died from an illness, and I never saw my brother Ersten again. I've been alone ever since.
Not anymore, baby.
After all that, you'd be nuts not to hate the guy.
Come on, Alvin.
And I bet your hatred for King Gaius is pretty much the only thing keeping you going at this point.
You may be right about that.
I'm sorry.
Now, it's time for me to leave Shandu for a while.
Where are you going?
Somewhere in Ajul. See you all around.
How will I know?
Side quest still isn't over.
Is it?
Oops. I'll let you know.
History of Ajul? No, it's not.
Oh, still one more. Who are you?
Who are you?
MC.
Yeah.
MC Hammer.
Go.
Colluding! You're colluding!
You unplug this game. It's colluding. What did that update?
That's it.
What?
It's just like a loose end. That's all.
What?
Until we actually beat the Coliseum, right?
I guess so.
Ah, well. We're
No, I
probably
didn't even have like an extra thing to
Yeah, I know.
get that. I'll see him with that.
Ah, well. We'll never come here again.
And then we never returned.
You think the team from some random team from Graces will be there?
They're always there.
Yeah, some random team from some other game.
I would like to see that.
Oh well. I guess we're just gonna jump now, right? To Hamil to do the last side quest.
That's
Yes.
right. China. Everyone's gone.
Everyone's gone.
Oh shit.
How'd you know, Kratos?
But they weren't very good memories, were they?
I'm good. Everybody just
No.
left.
But they're still better than
Oh, got
having
killed.
nothing at all.
Damn, she's right.
Hey, come on. The fruit trees are still here. The mountains are still here. I don't have memories of fruit.
Damn.
I do. I remember having fruit curry for dinner once a week.
Mm.
Oh yeah, the mayor always put apples in it. It was her favorite thing to make. Although, it was a little too sweet for me. Hey, wait a minute. Tipo can talk about things that Elise isn't even consciously aware of? I guess so. Then maybe Tipo can help you remember the things you've forgotten. Didn't you say Shandu looked familiar? If we use Tipo there, maybe
Let's
you
go
can
back
remember
to
something.
Shandu.
That's very perceptive.
If this works, Elise may even be able to learn something about her parents.
Tales of
That
side
would be
quests.
This is pretty
That's
much
a
what we're
really
doing.
smart idea, especially coming from you, Leia.
Look at his eyes.
Why, Hey!
Well, it's good to see Elise excited again. Well done.
In Leia's case, I think that was probably half inspiration and half blind luck.
Let's go to the apple tree. Alright, let's not.
You probably can't do anything there.
You get to climb and jump off the thing again.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Shandu.
Bam. Where do we use Tipo?
Tipo, where do we use you?
Mm.
I don't know.
Me neither.
Oh,
Well, here we are at Shandu.
Right at the
Do you
center.
remember anything?
That fucking
When
bird.
you ask it
You
like
see it?
that,
Oh, it's gone.
it's way too much pressure.
Don't feel like you need to force it, Elise.
Yo, it's a bird.
Remember that flying rat?
Didn't Wingull use a booster too? Maybe he has some connection to Tipo.
That's possible, although his booster seems to be a different type. Do you know anything about him, Elise?
Only that Wingull scares me. Wait a minute. I think I know him.
Fuck is Wingull?
You do?
he's the guy who speaks in tongues after his booster.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was his name. I forgot.
Yeah, he's named after a Pokemon.
I've got it. Wingull was in the laboratory. He was? I don't remember him being there. He used to be way thinner. He was the guy who was always in pain from the prototype's side effects or something. You mean test subject number 1?
Gasp! Not
Sounds
number
like we're
one.
getting somewhere.
Sounds like we're getting closer to
Wingull
Sephiroth.
volunteered
Yo,
to be a
hello.
booster test subject.
The people at the laboratory said they could have never made Tipo without him. Could that mean that Wingull is my father?
Wingull said that the experiments had been humane. But can we really trust him?
If nothing else, at least we know the experiments had a purpose beyond mere cruelty.